Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you my roll cage as well as my interior features on the car. I've got a lot of comments and notifications asking what roll cage I have. Is it a 4-point, 6-point, full cage, what harnesses, seats, all that type of stuff. So I figured in today's video I'd do a walkthrough, and today's video is a little bit different than most of my videos. In all of them I basically have my camera on a tripod and I record and then stop and cut through. But today I do have a videographer, my wife, who's behind the camera right now, and she's going to kind of just go through as I show you everything. So starting off would be when I enter into the vehicle, right here, I do not have a actual steering wheel attached when I get in because I can't get in the car with a steering wheel in. So I do have an aftermarket quick release steering wheel. And then so when I get in the car, I make sure all my harnesses are out of the seat. Get in. So when I get in the car, I would attach my steering wheel to the quick release, and then I would make sure that my seat is at the proper area. I haven't gotten in this car in a little bit, so it's off. But normally it would be in the exact same spot. Since I do have a quick release steering wheel, I can just take it off and get out of the car. I don't have to pull the seat back. Most of the time when you have bucket seats and you don't have a quick release, you'll have to push the seat back to get out because obviously it's difficult. So I'll just attach this and then throw on my harnesses. Now these are Scroth Racing 6-point harnesses right here. So I just have to attach these on both sides, as well as attach the two on the sides right here. And then the bottom ones are already locked in and basically just tighten down, and I'm all set to drive. And like I said, these are cam locks, so all it takes is a turn and everything comes undone. And the seat I have is a Sabelt GT90 steel frame, which I do enjoy a lot. And then basically when you're looking inside the car, if you want to pan around here, everything is pretty much stock. I do have this carpeting on the bottom. Other than that though, the car is gutted. It does not have carpet. On the other side, I actually have the inside painted black, but it is gutted itself. I removed all the tarring on the other side. My next step would be to remove all the tarring on this side and weld in the holes that go through to the bottom of the car. I do have the 350, I believe it's 350 GT gas pedal. It has, I can't remember, I made a video on it, but I can't remember what it's called. But it has a lip on it, so it makes heel toe a lot easier. Other than that though, I'm basically stock on the inside of this car. I guess you can tell right here though that the dash is all taken out. I don't have any sound system set up. I do have my glow shift gauges right here, as well as these, which are going to be switches that I'm going to wire up for. It's all good. These will be switches that I'm going to wire up for my fans. This one I'm not too sure what I'd wire it up for yet, but I just have them there. My air conditioning unit still does work. I do have these locks. I just kind of screwed them in right here, so I do have them, as well as my hazards, because you always got to have your hazards. Obviously, as you can see, I do not have a transmission. If you want to pan around me real quick. After getting the car finally running, after 3 years, I drove it 30 miles out to Riverside and got a very loud grinding noise coming from the trans. So I had to get it towed back to the house, drop the tranny, and found out that my input shaft bearing fried itself. Basically, after everything sitting around for a while, when I moved the transmission to get it under the car, basically what happened was the drain bolt on the tranny loosened, and because I have solid motor mounts and solid trans mounts, that bolt being loose slowly jiggled out while I was driving. Tranny fluid was leaking out of it and caused it to burn up. So that's what happened with that. I'm currently waiting to get a trans for the car, but the engine is running great. So that was me basically explaining the transmission right there. I'll get it running again once I get a new tranny in it, a new CD09. But back to the interior, roll cage, all of that. Now I don't actually have the button to open up the trunk in the back. It doesn't work. So on these cars you obviously have that child pull you can use. So I basically attached zip ties to it and put it right here so I can pull on it and basically get the trunk to pop up right there. So once we get back here, I can lift it up and basically show you what I have in the back. Now I have a custom Blackbird Fabworks roll cage It is a 4-point roll cage. You can bring it in. Basically just showing that off right here. Now, as you can see, if we look at this roll cage right here, it is very tightly built to the frame of the vehicle, which is something that's very important when it comes to roll cages. Now, if I bring you in on this side, you'll see that they did actually cut this part out so that the roll cage could fit with the stock door panels, which are actually going to be removed in the future to save a little bit of weight. But it is built very closely to the chassis of this car. I mean, can I even fit a pocket? I think I can fit a pocket screwdriver in between there. Yeah, but it gets stuck because right behind there it's very close, and as you can see. Now, with this cage, you may be able to tell that I have my bucket seat and harnesses on the driver's side. And on the passenger side, I do just have the stock seat and seat belt. One of my next upgrades, it needs to be having a bucket seat as well as the safety harness on the other side as well. It's always best to have harnesses as well as bucket seats when you are running a roll cage. Now, it's only a half cage, so I don't really have that option of going and hitting my head sideways against the bar if it was a full roll cage. So that isn't a problem right now, but when it does become a full roll cage car, that's something I'll obviously have to worry about. But yeah, it is basically it. My custom Blackbird Fabworks 4-point roll cage, running a Sabel GT90 steel frame seat, as well as my Scroth Racing 6-point harnesses, D&D quick release steering wheel, and then other than that, it's a gutted interior. Yeah, that's basically it. It definitely helps to get comments from you guys on video suggestions so I can continue to upload different things other than just how-tos and aftermarket upgrades. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day.